Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Jacob. In this video, I want to talk to you about the number one quality that you must either currently have or aggressively develop ASAP in order to become a super affiliate, a full-time affiliate marketer, or make a full-time income with affiliate marketing. That's what we're going to go through in this video. Now, you might notice my surrounds are a little bit different. I'm actually working out of my parents' study, so I don't have my camera or anything, but I still wanted to bring you some valuable content to try and help you out. It's more important to me that it gets done than it be filmed perfectly or whatever. So that's what we're going to cover in today's video. Before we dive into that, if you're new to the channel, I invite you to click that big red button and subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any videos, and smash the like button if you get any value out of this video at all. You can also drop a question below and I'll get you back as soon as possible. So with all that out of the way, what is the number one quality to be successful with affiliate marketing? Now, there's a lot of things that could go in here. There's a lot of different, as I was kind of thinking about this video, there's a lot of different answers that I could have come up with. And I sat and I thought about the different things that I've done, the different things that I've tried, things that have worked, things that haven't worked, things that I've told people that has then gone and worked for them. And when I kind of lay that all out, all the things that I've done over the last 2.5, coming up on 3 years doing this very, very consistently, and over a year full time now, I can pinpoint moments where this one thing is what has driven my biggest results, has driven fast results, fast growth, both in my business in terms of, developing authority and developing brand, but also fast growth financially. And that one thing, it's not going to be what people are hoping for. I know people are going to be hoping for a secret funnel, a secret traffic source, a secret product, some hack to sell high ticket. It's none of that. It's the capacity to be creative. And I think in order to be truly creative in this space, you need a few things. You need clarity on how the overall process works. And I'll go into that in a little bit more detail in a second. But you also need a healthy curiosity to really dissect what other people are doing, both in your immediate industry, but also in other industries, and start thinking about how can I bring that over? How can I test that? How can I try that? Maybe that would work, maybe it wouldn't. But having the capacity to really be curious and test different things, while maintaining a balance, which is the second thing that I want to talk about. It's a concept called opportunity vision. And when you combine that concept of opportunity vision, which I'll talk through in a minute, with creativity and with clarity, when those three things come together, I think that is a really, really powerful combination. But without creativity, it's really hard to come up with your own spin on things, or find a different angle to look at something, or go out and find that blue ocean. Find a different method. How can I tweak what somebody else is doing and maybe make it work better? Or someone tried something and it didn't work, but is that really the case? Or can I try something a little bit different? Or is there some untapped opportunity out there that nobody's using? Is there nobody using YouTube ads for the thing that I'm trying to do? Or someone said Facebook ads doesn't work for affiliate marketing, but is that true? Constantly questioning the norm and getting creative to see if you can produce a different result. Now, what's interesting about this is that it may sound like it kind of flies in the face of what everyone says about, model success. And I'm not saying don't model success. What I'm saying is that there's a reason that the vast majority of people aren't succeeding, and it's because they're all trying to do the same thing and follow other people. You absolutely need to model the fundamentals of success when it comes to marketing, when it comes to copywriting, when it comes to sales, when it comes to product delivery, systems, all that kind of stuff. But how you package that and how you get it out there to people, you've really got flexibility to be creative. And especially when we're talking about affiliate marketing in particular, where you're competing with sometimes tens of thousands of people trying to sell the same product, that ounce of creativity can change everything, can change absolutely everything. So with all that kind of said, I wanted to talk about those few points that I highlighted off the top. The first one being having clarity around the process. Now, I think when a lot of people think about affiliate marketing, they understand the fundamentals, they understand it at a kind of a simple level, but they don't understand the moving parts. They're always kind of looking for what's the hack, what's the trick, what's the plug and play, copy and paste, turnkey bullshit method, because that's how a lot of people sell the industry. When I found the most clarity was when I just started thinking about it from the perspective of, I've got a product, I need a way to convert eyeballs into buyers, and I need to find eyeballs. And when you've got clarity on that 3-step process, you can really start to plug in different mechanisms into each of those. You can start testing different products and how do you turn them into a desirable offer for people that's different from your competition. You start to say, okay, well, I need some conversion mechanism. That's a discrete piece of this puzzle. How can I do that in different ways? How can I do that with a 1-step funnel, a 2-step funnel, a 10-step funnel, no funnel, through a conversation, through a phone call? You start to play around with that piece of the puzzle. And then once you've got that in place, you say, all right, well, how can I get as many people as possible into that process? Well, I can do it organically. I can do it over Messenger. I can initiate conversations this way. I can use my personal profile, my fan page. I can use YouTube. I can use, the list goes on and on and on. But when you've got clarity around that process, around what you're selling, how you're converting your buyers, and then I need to generate as many leads as possible, when that process is really clear, then you can start to get as creative as possible and pump as many people through that process as you can. And that's when big results come out the other side. So I think where people get stuck is they understand the concept of modeling what works, but it goes too far. It goes to the point of, especially in affiliate marketing, it goes to the point of, how can I just copy and paste what somebody else is doing? And it rarely works. It rarely works because we all do things in a different way. Copy and paste type Facebook ads. Like you and I, the person watching this video right now, we could literally run the exact same ad to the exact same audience, the exact same funnel, exact same product, and it could perform completely differently for both of us. So whenever I'm talking to someone about affiliate marketing, my goal is to get them to stop thinking in that copy and paste mindset. It's to get them to get clarity around that process we just spoke about, understanding the fundamentals, and then start coming up with their own kind of tweaks that fit their style. And the other concept that I mentioned off the top was what I called opportunity vision, because what we're talking about here with creativity and looking for different ways to do things can become quite time consuming. Looking for different products, looking for different funnels, looking for different lead gen strategies, or looking at what's working and how can I test it, how can I tweak it, how can I change it around. All those things take a lot of time. And so the people that I work with, I've introduced them to this concept called opportunity vision, which means that you do that process, that testing, that tweaking, that experimenting, that being really creative process about 10% of the time, maybe 20% of the time. And the other 90, 80, 90% is on your core business, right? And you get clarity around those 3 steps. You get clarity around what's my product, what's my core product, how am I converting it into an offer, right? How am I adding support to it so I can really help people out? What bonuses am I offering? What's my conversion process? Am I using a bridge funnel? Am I using a 1-step funnel? Am I using Messenger to have conversations with people? Am I getting on the phone? Am I doing a combination of those things? And then what's your core traffic strategy? Is it YouTube? Is it Facebook? Is it, is it Instagram? Whatever it may be. You get really clear around that core process, and you work at that every single day. You apply that creative mindset where you can into those moving parts of your core business and start to test and tweak things. 80%, 90% of the time, that's where your energy goes. You're hyper-focused, right? And you're building that out and you're turning that into a really, really powerful beast. But then on the side, we're taking this healthy curiosity, this concept called opportunity vision, which I think about. I've got 90% of my vision on my computer, I'm working away. 10% of the time, I'm kind of looking up at what's out in the market, what's going on, what are people doing, what launches are coming up. Because if you spend 100% of your time in your own stuff, yes, that is amazing. You're hyper-focused, great results are going to come from it, but you're going to miss out on some big opportunities that come by. And the best example, the best story I have of this for me is the Mastermind launch with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi and Russell Brunson. I was pretty heavily promoting other stuff at the time, and I didn't really want to be distracted from my goals with that stuff, but I saw that launch come up and I was like, this is going to be big. So I kind of put the pens down on the other stuff that I was doing, put the tools down, and applied that healthy curiosity to that launch. Took the fundamentals that I knew from the other stuff that I was doing, which was, this is the product, how do I craft an offer, how do I convert people, how do I generate leads. I applied it to this new opportunity because I had my eyes up kind of surveying the landscape, and it was huge, multi-six-figure launch in a month or so. And so when you combine this ability to be really clear on what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, but also applying healthy curiosity to other things out there, and then constantly being creative and testing and experimenting and trying to do different things with each piece of that puzzle, the product, the offer, the conversion process, the lead gen. When you start to get really, really creative, that's when you're going to find unicorns. When you start trying to question the status quo, because modeling success is great and there's a lot of amazing people out there to model, but you've got to put your own spin on it if you want it to work for you in most cases. There's very few copy and paste solutions. There's very few things out there where you can just copy a link and run some traffic and it's going to work for you. There might be a few, but it's pretty rare. And so I guess what this all comes back to is, in 2020, if you're watching this or afterwards, you're stuck with your affiliate marketing, you don't know what to do, my advice to you is this: stop looking for copy and paste stuff. It's not out there. Find a core product that you love, that you want to promote, that's lucrative, that can get you to your income goals faster. High ticket's the best way to do that. Build a conversion process. I recommend, if you're selling higher ticket, start having conversations with people. That's the best place to start. And then find a way to generate as many leads as possible. Generally, that's going to be through putting out content. That's your starting point. Then once you've got that moving, start testing and tweaking different things within that structure. Testing different things in your conversion process, testing different things in your offer, testing different ways to generate more and more leads. Do that 80 to 90% of the time. Keep hyper focused on that, but always keep your ear to the ground. Always keep your eyes up looking at what's going on in the industry, because you never know what will be out there. And when an opportunity strikes, if you can bring that knowledge of those fundamentals from your core business with a healthy curiosity and creativity to question the norm and test different things and go and apply that to a new opportunity, that's where you're going to see some really, really cool shit happen. Hopefully you found that helpful. I know that was kind of like a 30,000 foot look at things, but I genuinely believe that applying creativity, twisting and contorting things just to be a little bit different can really, really be a powerful way to unlock things that may not have worked for other people because they were just trying to do the same thing that everybody else was doing. So go and apply that. Be very curious, question what's going on, test things, experiment, become a mad scientist when it comes to your affiliate marketing business. And I know that you'll uncover some really cool stuff. I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.